Alright, Sagittarians, welcome to your September 2017 reading. Thank you very much for joining me. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising signs, Venus signs. Any Sagittarius in you that you identify with and that you resonate with. So let's just get right to your reading. The first card is giving the overall energies at play for you for the September. And this is mainly for the first 2 weeks of September. I will be posting another set of readings for all the signs around the 15th. So don't forget to watch that as well. Alright, so the first card is Five of Cups. Okay. So this is such a beautiful card. Very, very nice. I love the colors here. And right off the bat, this Five of Cups to me is a card of struggle, a card of conflict of some sort. And cups have to do with the water element. And this has to do with your emotions and with your with what's going on inside your heart, what's going on in your subconscious, what's going on with your feelings. This is not necessarily apparent to you or even known to you. It's not something that may be on your mind, but it's something that you feel. And so for some of you Sagittarians who are more, in tune with your feelings and what your inner voice, what your inner self is telling you, you may be aware of all your feelings, but of course not all Sagittarians are aware of what's going on subconsciously, what's going on, beneath the surface. Not to say that Sagittarians are not deep, but I feel like Sagittarians mainly like to expand. They like to go outward instead of looking inward and looking, within. So sometimes, especially when a Cups card shows up giving the overall energies of the reading, it's like, it's really a call to look inside, to kind of stop what you're doing, stop looking outward, stop, searching for answers and searching for, new adventures outside, and take a second to stop and look inward and see what's going on inside of, your own head, your own heart. So this Five of Cups, again, you can see kind of the sadness in this woman here is in her posture, in her body, and she's hugging herself, and it's almost like she wants to be by the water, and she's not crying. Oh, she is crying. She wants to be by the water, and she wants to kind of let everything out. She wants to let her emotions run freely. And I feel like some of you Sagittarians may need to do this. Some of you may really need to just take a day or two, or even take 10 minutes to just really connect with what's going on in your heart, and to really have that catharsis, to kind of just release any sort of emotions that you've possibly been kind of pushing aside, pushing away. This Five of Cups could indicate, and it could be just indicating like a loss, like a sense of loss and longing for something that doesn't have to be romantic. This could be this could be a loss of friends, or a loss of even childhood innocence, simpler time. It could be a loss of I don't see it being a loss of like resources or anything financial or materialistic, although I do feel like this is more, again, of an emotional nature. And I feel like some of you Sagittarians are really kind of like looking back at something, kind of wishing that you could either do things differently, or wishing that you could experience something again, or you could have something back. And then for some of you Sagittarians, this could definitely be relating to a relationship of some sort, and I feel like you guys are feeling really alone, really kind of in the dark, really isolated from other people, whether you're single or not. You know, even if you are in a relationship, or you've just broken up with someone, you know, I feel like a lot of you for this month are feeling a bit alone in some way. I mean, for some of you Sagittarians, definitely I feel like this is more to do with your family, and you know, whether it's your like siblings or your children or your parents or any sort of other familiar relationship. You guys are feeling isolated from them, and you're kind of feeling like an outsider, like an outcast, and you're feeling sad, and you just feel like you know, you're not given the attention or the love that you need. So let's hopefully provide some more insight on this and see what we can do about this, because nobody obviously wants to feel alone. So something for you guys to take note of is death in the reverse position. Okay, so some of you Sagittarians are mourning the loss of just the way things are. Like, you guys are not mourning an actual loss or breakup or, you know, an actual physical separation. You guys are just, you know, resisting a change. You guys are, not that you guys are being crybabies about anything, but I do feel like, you know, some of you need to accept the change that is coming, or that you're in the middle of, because this death card, a major arcana energy here, this death card in reverse means that, you know, you guys need to accept the change, and it's a major change, and this could be, you know, a change that kind of came on unexpectedly, or a change that will like change your whole lifestyle, change everything that you know, but there should be a welcome change, because this will transform your life into something positive. It will transform, you know, your current state of life into something more of what is, you know, in alignment with yourself, something more, you know, suitable for where you want to be heading. So I do feel like some of you Sagittarians are kind of scared of this, and I feel like, you know, maybe this change is taking you out of your comfort zone, and maybe possibly separating you from your family or from a partner. And it's like you feel this change, and you don't want to accept this, because you like things the way they are, you like the status quo, you like how things are now, and you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to you know, take a step forward, because you don't know what's out there, and there's almost a fear of the unknown, which is unusual for Sagittarians. But again, I feel like, you know, you can put on this brave face, and you can, you know, express yourself outwardly, and you can be very convincing to everyone on the outside, but you're not dealing with what's going on inside of you. And so I feel like that's why, you know, you are going through something major, going through, you know, changes in your life and lifestyle, but deep down you're hurting and you're struggling a little bit. I do feel like these changes that you're in the middle of and that are coming are good for you. They're going to transform you, and they're going to change you. Yes, there are going to be a lot of changes that are being made, but I don't feel like you should mourn or you should sulk. I feel like you should go with the flow, and, you know, stop focusing on the doors that are closing and start focusing and walking through the doors that are open for you. Okay, so general advice for you Sagittarians is the Empress in the reverse position. Okay, so this Empress card usually has to do with Taurus or Libra energy. And when this card comes reverse, this could mean delays, like a step back of some sort. And this could also mean, you know, if you've been trying to advance something, or you've been working hard towards something, this could mean that it's just not the right time for you to for that to produce results. It doesn't mean that it's not going to, but it could just mean that like now is not the right time, or it's going to take longer than expected. And I do feel like maybe because some of you Sagittarians are, you know, not really dealing with your emotions, you're kind of holding yourself back and limiting yourself to the blessings that you could get from the world, because you are kind of too focused again on the doors that are closed instead of focusing on opportunity and what's to come. And as general advice, I feel like maybe for some of you Sagittarians, a bit of reprioritization needs to be done. And I feel like maybe you guys are feeling sad because, again, some of you, some of this change, this necessary change is bringing on separation, or, you know, the ending of certain relationships or friendships, and it's kind of hard for you. It's difficult for you. So I feel like you want to, you know, as this card is showing up, and this is another major arcana card, I feel like maybe you need to kind of go back to the drawing board, and you have to figure out, you know, what is part of the deal. Like this death card is like, you know, okay, we've got end of contract, we're terminating this, like this chapter of your life is ending, we're moving on to a next phase, a next chapter in your life. And to you, it's like you have to ask yourself, what is 100% necessary for me to bring into the next chapter of my life, and what is just kind of optional, and what is definitely out of the picture, something that I need to shed, something that I need to throw away and leave behind. So with this Empress card, I feel like there's sort of that uncertainty, that instability that comes with not really knowing yourself, not really knowing, you know, what you want and what you want to take with you, what you want to bring into the next chapter of your life. So I feel like, you know, that this could be partly why you're resisting the change and why you're feeling sad, because it's like, again, you're mourning the loss, but you're not really, it's like you're mourning just the end, just the fact that it's ending. You're not really acknowledging, you know, what is actually happening. It's like you're just sad because there are changes that are being made and you're being taken out of your comfort zone, but you're not really fully 100% there in the moment, understanding what exactly it is you're leaving behind and what you're going to gain, what you're going to kind of, you know, acquire as a result of you kind of, you know, getting up off the floor and moving forward. And so if you're feeling sad because of this, you know, this card is saying, like, you know, not everything needs to happen right away. You guys should probably remember that, you know, everything that is supposed to happen happens at the right time. It happens in divine time. And so don't try to rush things. If you're like mourning things that are not for you, and if you're, you know, feeling sad because you wish things were different, you know, you need to be reminded that you can't control everything. Nature is, you know, it has its own rhythm, its own natural pace, and again, it's all about going with the flow. Don't resist the change, because you're going to be denying yourself of this transformation of your lifestyle, and you're going to be just prolonging that phase, that part where you're sad and you're feeling alone and isolated. So general advice for you Sagittarians is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is the outcome card, and the Ten of Pentacles is really beautiful, amazing energy. I feel like this is more of a long-term kind of outcome card, because the Ten of Pentacles is like the ultimate end card. It's the ultimate like outcome card for your career, for your finances, for material possessions, for the home that you're going to live in, for the home that you're going to create for yourselves and for your family. And the Ten of Pentacles is like achieving your dreams, and this is attaining a very comfortable, possibly even luxurious style of life. So again, you're going to be transformed, but again, it all happens in natural time. Don't freak out. Don't try to control everything, because you're only going to be, isolating yourself from others, from people who love you, and you're only going to be delaying your progress. Just go with the flow, the natural rhythm of things, of the world, of the universe, and the world will be yours. This is such a beautiful card. This is like mastering the elements. The Ten of Pentacles is about fortune. It's about being self-sufficient, sustaining yourself and your lifestyle. Whatever lifestyle you want, you will be able to achieve that, but you need to first stop feeling sorry for yourself, stop focusing on the doors that are closed, and start focusing on what you want, focusing on your future, and being able to accept that changes will have to be made. It's not going to be easy, and it's not always going to happen exactly when you want it to happen. But if you be patient and you try to stay positive and you try to process the feelings that are going on within you, this is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy, beautiful card. 10 of Pentacles. You will achieve. You will be successful. So everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, so that you can stay updated with my readings, and like this video if you found this helpful or valuable, and I'll see you guys next time.